Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to my March TBR. We're in March, which means one thing, spring is almost here, the clock's almost going forward, and I'm just so excited for lighter evenings, lighter mornings, and just more sunshine and productivity, because I am a type of person who, when the sun is shining, I am so much more motivated and so much more productive. So I'm so excited that March is finally upon us, and with that, it means figuring out my March TBR with my TBR jar. This mug is full of TBR style prompts, you know the gist by now, and we're just going to pull at random and see what books we can fit to the prompts that I pull out. So pretty self-explanatory. And this year I'm trying to complete the buzzwordathon every month. This month the kind of buzzword is a location, and the only book I have on my TBR that has a location in the book title is The Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Melinda Lowe. Obviously a telegraph club is a location, so I'm counting it. So I'd love to get this book on this TBR this month, but let's just see what the TBR jar has in store for me, and without further ado, let's get started. So prompt number one is going to be, why am I always scared? Oh, and by the way, I'm pulling 5 prompts in case we get a pull an extra prompt, take a prompt away, etc. I'm starting with a generic 5 prompts. So prompt number one is going to be this one. I'm scared already. Recent haul. Okay. I, fun fact, have only brought 3 books this year in 2022 because I'm trying to cut down my book buying, and the other book that I have acquired this year was a gift from Mark, and I have read 3 out of those 4 books that I have acquired so far this year. So I'm gonna have to go back to a haul of last year because that is technically my most recent haul, which is crazy to think that we're like almost in March, / we're in March when you're watching this, and I have to go back to a 2021 book haul to figure out what I'm going to read for this prompt, because I haven't brought any books in ages. Holy moly. So for recent haul, I've kind of pushed it a little bit, but it does come under the category of recently acquired. I just didn't purchase it myself. It was a gift at Christmas from Leandra, and that is The Spanish Love Deception. I am so excited to see what the hype is about with this book, and I think I'm absolutely gonna love it. If you didn't know, this book kind of follows fake dating, and if you guys know me, I love me some fake dating. It is one of my favorite like romance tropes, and I love romance, so I'm so excited to read this book. I don't really know much more about the fact that it's fake dating. I heard it's a very slow burn, but I kind of was expecting that when I opened the parcel and it was like 450 pages for romance. I kind of assumed it was going to be a slow burn romance, which is one of the things I also love about romance because I don't like insta love or whatsoever. So I have really high expectations for this book. It basically says, a wedding in Spain, the most frustrating man, 3 days to convince your family you're actually in love. And I just think that sums this book up perfectly. I don't want to know any more than that. I'm super excited to read it. The second prompt I'm going to pull is shake it. Go right at the bottom. Oh, I dropped it. We'll go right at the bottom. We'll go for this one. Ha! TBR game is playing me nice. So excited. We have mood read, of course, so I can just pick any book. What I've decided to do for mood read is take myself to the library one day for a little self-care trip and pick a book from the library to read and see what takes my fancy and count that as my mood read. So I don't know what that book is going to be yet, but I'm sure I'll post it on Instagram and my social media and in my vlogs as well, so make sure you're following me. All my links are always down below for you guys. So yeah, that's gonna be my mood read pick, which I'm very excited for because I didn't manage to get any books out of the library in February because of my TBR being so big for the month of February. So I'm very excited to use it again in March and pick a mood read. Oh my god, this is going very well so far. Prompt number 3 is going to be, oh, I don't want the good streak to end. Let's go for this one. Oh my god, favorite color. If you guys didn't know, my favourite colour is blue, so I get to pick a book that has blue on the cover. It could be the entirety of the book cover, or it could be like a little section of the book cover that is blue. For favourite colour, I have 3 options depending on my mood, because this year I'm really trying to be stress-free when it comes to reading. So if I'm not feeling something, I will just DNF it, put it aside for now. So the books that I predominantly want to read for favourite colour, which is obviously blue, is Last Night at the Telegraph Club by Melinda Lowe, because as you can see, it has some blue aspects and it's very huey in colour, like hue-wise, it's very blue. This is a sapphic book following our main character Lily, and she meets our other main character Kathleen at a telegraph club at night, and it's set in America in the 50s, and I'm really intrigued to read this. I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's definitely kind of outside my typical genre, but I'm definitely trying to expand my reading horizons this year. And because it is kind of like a romance historical fiction, I definitely think I could vibe with this, and I'm very intrigued to read it. The other 2 options I have for favourite colour is Ace of Spades, which is obviously very predominantly blue, and also Conversations with Friends, which has the blue down here as well as blue on the spine, and blue as a tissue. So lots of blue on that cover as well, just kind of more predominantly yellow with blue aspects, whereas this is very blue. And this is more blue in tone, so you know, I have options. But I definitely think I'll be going with Last Night at the Telegraph Club because I want to fit that book in for the Buzzwordathon. Prompt number 4. Guys, we're nearly finished already. This is crazy. Let's go for... I feel like a bad vibe is coming and I don't want it to be the case. Let's go for... This one's almost unwound, so let's go for this one. What does that say? I can't even can't even hold it. Oh, switch out a prompt of your choice. What is going on? What is going on? Okay, I'm gonna keep that in the back pocket, and we're gonna pull prompt number 4 again so we get an actual prompt. And if I don't like it, I can switch it out to one I actually prefer. Oh my god. Let's go for this one. So if I don't like this one, I'm going to switch out to one I like. Ooh, a Booktube favourite. Interesting. A little more tricky to try and figure out, but definitely one I can work with. For Booktuber favourite, I'm going to finally get around to Docile by K.A. Spara, and I think I'm going to love this book. I'm just very intimidated by it. It reminds me of Just in Time, the movie with Justin Timberlake in it, where they exchange time as money, because this book basically follows a world where you kind of get into sex slavery, I believe. There's no consent under capitalism. To be a docile is to be kept body and soul for the users of the owner of your contract. To be a docile is to forget, to disappear, to hide inside your body from the horrors of your service. To be a docile is to sell yourself to your parents' debt and to buy your children's future. Alicia's family has been ruined by debt handed down to them from previous generations. His mother never recovered from the docilin, which I believe is the drug they use to kind of put you under and just kind of make you follow the rules, I assume. She took during her term as a docile. When Alicia decides to try and erase the family debt himself, he swears he'll never take the drug that took his mother from him. Too bad his contract has been purchased by Alexander Bishop III, whose ultra-rich family is the brains behind docilin. When Alicia refuses docilin, Alex is determined to turn Alicia into the perfect docile without it. I'm intrigued. I do love some dystopian sci-fi on occasion, and I've heard amazing things about this book. Apparently it's very triggering, so be wary of that when you go into it if you are also intrigued yourself. The font is very small, it's been translated, there's a lot for me to be intimidated by, but I'm going to give it a go. If I'm not feeling it, I will just switch it out, because no stress when it comes to reading in 2022. And the final prompt, once again, if I don't like it, I will switch it out to one that I do. Prompt number 5 is going to be the final prompt. This game has gone quickly. It's going to be this one. And it's going to be random number. Okay. Okay, we can work with that. I will simply go onto my Goodreads account and go to my physical TBR shelf, and I'll randomize a number, and then whichever number correlates to my physical TBR shelf on Goodreads is the book that I'm going to read. So let's go and do that. Let's get a physical number. I have Wordle up. Don't judge, everyone's doing it. And today I got it in 3, so you know, winning, not only in the TBR game, but in Wordle as well. So let's get a random number generator up. Let's see how many books I have on my physical TBR. I think I only have about just less than 40. 37 books on my physical TBR currently. Here goes nothing. So let's get the 1 to 37 and let's generate number 19. Okay, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19! Okay, not a book that I was planning on reading at all anytime soon, but that is fine because I'm very, very intrigued to read it because I've heard no one speak about this book, so I'm very, very intrigued. And that book is Has Anyone Seen My Sex Life by Kristen Bailey. I am very intrigued literally just because of the title and the subline, I guess, the sentence on the front cover is it's normal for your washing machine to get more action than you, right? And I basically think it's about our main character who is struggling with the mum life. She hasn't kind of been physical with her husband in, I think she hasn't shaved her legs in 2 years, 6 months and 3 hours since she last shaved her legs, according to the blurb, which I'm assuming was the last time that she got physical with her husband. And she wants some me time, she wants some alone time, but as soon as the alarm goes off, her kids come running in and she instantly becomes mum, and she's kind of struggling with the balance of being herself but also being the mum. However, when she goes downstairs to help make breakfast for her kids, she finds something that wasn't in the wedding vows, and it literally says, when I go downstairs in my dressing gown, I find something belonging to my husband, something that definitely wasn't in the wedding vows, and it's either going to make us or break us. And I definitely know that Kristen Bailey has written other books in similar kind of scope with funny titles, so if I enjoy this one, I have plenty more to delve into. So I'm really, really hoping that I'm going to enjoy this book, because if you didn't know, I have read 16 books so far this year. Only 1 has been 2 stars, only 3 have been 3 stars, and the rest have been 4 and 5 stars. And I'm having such an incredible reading year. I just want to continue on that power and just enjoy all the books that I'm reading. So yeah, fingers crossed for this one. So there we have it. That is my TBR for March. Very kind of free-flowing, very excited about all the books I managed to pick out, and the prompts were so nice to me this month that I kind of don't want to take it for granted, because I have some incredible books on my TBR this month that I cannot wait to read. So let's do a mandatory TBR stack. So these 4 are the books I'm hoping to definitely get to. So we have Last Night Telegraph Club by Melinda Lowe. We have Has Anyone Seen My Sex Life by Kristen Bailey. The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Arms, and Docile by Kate M. Sparrow. And then these will possibly maybe happen. Ace of Spades, as well as Conversations with Friends if I'm not feeling Last Night Telegraph Club for favourite colour on the cover. So I'm ecstatic, to say the least, about this TBR. A book that I wasn't expecting to get on there, but I think is going to be right up my alley. Some books that I really wanted to read for ages, some hyped books. This TBR stack is exceptional, and I'm so excited to read all of them, as well as the mood read where I'm going to go to the library and pick out a book that takes my fancy from there as well. So overall, hopefully another incredible reading month in March. So there we have it. That is my TBR for March. Let me know down in the comments down below what you're planning on reading in March. I would love to know. What are your thoughts on the books that I've shared with you today? Have you read them? Let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe down below to see future content from me. I do anything from TBRs, monthly wrap-ups, weekly vlogs, book recommendations, and anything else your bookish heart could desire. I probably have it on this channel, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more future uploads. And without further ado, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.